Hello, everyone. Welcome to Society Sunlit Valley. This is episode 51 of our Let's Play series from Minecraft Java. And in this episode, we're going to be putting together the rest of our charcoal gen. And so you guys might have figured out that there was a problem from last episode. Because I did. The mana fruit seeds weren't growing. I've never messed with mana fruit seeds, so I had no idea. It said they required mana, but I don't know. I was just like, okay. So I did some experimenting, and the first thing I did was I put a mana spreader. I put this mana pool down here, and I channeled the mana from our flowers all the way over to here. And I put a mana spreader, and I started pointing the mana spreader at each individual seed when I saw that they weren't growing. Well, that worked. That's why these first three are grown, and a little bit on that one. So the problem with it is when you mouse over the mana fruit seeds, it doesn't show how much mana they have or don't have. So like if you mouse over this, it has a bar, it shows you how much mana it has, right? So this shows you how much mana it has. This shows you, okay. So these don't show how much mana they have or how much they require. So that's a problem because I had to sit here and figure it all out. Okay, so basically what it boils to is you point the mana spreader at it. So this mana spreader still has a little bit of mana in it. And then this one is pointed at the mana sprinkler. Well, I'll get into the sprinkler in a second. So if this mana spreader was actually pointed at a flower, if the flower is full or the plant is full, then it won't produce any, it won't shoot any mana at it. But if the plant isn't full, then it will shoot mana at it. So that's basically the way that works. So you have to, if you're going to do it manually, you have to sit here and you have to put the mana spreader on each particular seed until it stops putting mana into it. And then the seed will grow. Okay? But there's an easier way. You can make a mana sprinkler. Now, I realize we weren't to this in the quests, but a person on Discord told me this. So I was like, okay. So I made the mana sprinkler. Okay, so that requires even more work. Okay, so you have to turn this down so it's facing that, because you don't want it to spew the mana. You want to keep the mana in the pool. Okay, then you have to make some mana steel with the mana that this stuff is producing. And also, if you'll notice, I greatly increased how much we were producing. So I changed these out for ancient fruits because it said in the quest that grow time is how much mana you get. So these have a really long grow time. So I was like, okay. So I went ahead and I used some of our seeds from the ancient fruit and replanted. And I actually made this one and this one, so that we have three plots instead of just the one. Okay, so anyway, to stop this thing from doing what it's doing, you have to say to go downward, and then you can plop in the bismuth so you can make the mana steel. So the mana steel, I also made some so that I could make these lenses because it makes the mana shoot faster. Okay. Anyway, once you get a little bit of mana steel going, because that's like really important, and you make these lenses, which is easy, It's just 4 and then a piece of glass in the center, or you can use a glass pane. And it makes the mana shoot faster, which is very beneficial. So anyway, mana spreaders. So that's so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana spreaders right here. So all of that goes to this pool right here, and then this mana spreader transfers that mana to the mana sprinkler. Okay? I know it's like really complicated and stuff. This is just so we can get going, okay? All right, so we're going to do a new plan. And I'm going to update the editing on the previous video because it hasn't been edited yet. You guys have already watched it though, so I know that's a little weird, but basically I'm going to update it to say not to worry about getting the Endoflames done. Because the way this is looking, we're going to have to just get one. We get one Endoflame done, and then we can set up some mana gen. That doesn't rely on waiting around till the earth gets covered in darkness because the sun went out. Basically. We won't die of old age, in other words, okay? Waiting for flowers to grow. So we need to get one Endoflame. So to do that, we're going to first get all of this going because we have to wait for all of this. We have to wait for all of this. So we're going to start a charcoal gen. And we're going to work on getting the mana going. Once that ticks over, we'll be able to set up one Endoflame. Alright, so we already have 5,400 logs, which is spectacular. So this is doing really nice. I did put voids on these things. You can buy them. So from the storage guy, so that if it gets full, it'll just void the items. Okay. So we need a plan. So how are we going to work this? So we're going to have a feed right here, taking the wood out, and we're going to have it go into a lava smelt setup like we have upstairs, and it's going to smelt it into charcoal. And then the charcoal is going to be dropped in front of a fan. So this wall right here is probably going to get edited, or we'll turn and go that way. We could do that. We could turn and go that way. Either way, this wall is going to have to get edited at least, because this isn't enough space. But I think we have enough space right here to set up the charcoal gen. So we're going to run upstairs, and we're going to start getting all of that together. So we still have plenty of room in here. I just kind of sectioned this off so that it wasn't just a giant warehouse. Okay, so we're going to go upstairs and see about getting the components made. All right. So at create. So we have to really think about this. We are going to need the chutes. We are going to need an empty crate. Yeah, we're actually... Yeah, we should probably have an empty crate. So, empty crate. I think that uses a treated wood from downstairs, so we'll just leave the, we'll just leave that for last. So the first thing that we need to do is make a fan. 2 fans. We need 2 fans. So we gotta make an encased fan, which I guess I linked it up somewhere up here because it's not going through. There it is. Okay, so we need a propeller. So we need 2 propellers, which is this and that. Okay, there's our 2 propellers, and then we're gonna need 4 lead, 2 andesite casings, and 2 shafts. Put this back. I'm gonna put this back, and we need 4 lead, and that should be it. So there's our 2 encased fans. Super important. And then we're going to need to make another one of those upgrade dealies. Oh no, actually we're going to need 2 upgrade dealies. 3 upgrade dealies. 3. 1, wait. So you have to have 1 coming from the logs. So that's going to be 1, and then you have to have 1 coming from the storage barrel. 2, and then you have to have 1 that loops around from the end of the fan. So that's 3. So we need 3. We need 3 of these. So that's a lot. Okay, so we're gonna need a whole bunch of stuff. So we gotta have, I might have to go upstairs and get some diamonds. I don't know if I have enough. I mean, maybe I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, look at that. We have enough. Huzzah! And then we need these. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that up. Okay, super important we have those. And because we're already laggy enough, I am not using those classic pipes. Let's see, I'll put this up. So now we're gonna need a depot. And a funnel, and yeah, we don't actually, I don't think we need a list filter for this one. Nah, we don't need a list filter. Okay, so we do need the brass funnel. That's weird functionality. I didn't know it did that. Huh. So check this out. If it's in the chest, you have the chest open, and then you double click on it, it picks up everything. That's weird. I didn't know it did that. Okay, so we could just filter this directly. So we don't need a filter. We are going to need a storage door. Do we have okay, we have storage doors. I'm going to need, no, we already have a phone on that level. We're going to need 2 storage doors, actually. 2 storage doors. And we're going to need a bucket of lava. Only 1, though. So we'll have to go and snatch 1. Maybe. If it lets us. I think these are all full. Because I want a bucket of lava. Yeah, it's not going to do that. It's going to drop down if I do that. Can I grab it? Oh, I can. Look at that. So we'll just stick him up there. There, we traded it. Alright, so boink, boink, boink. I have some news. I have picked out the mod pack that we're going to be doing next. Yep. I know. You guys are all like, oh, what is it? What is it? I'm not going to tell you. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a giant surprise. You guys are going to be so surprised. You're going to be like, what? Some of you might not like it, but you know, I can't do a mod pack for everyone's tastes, right? Sometimes you just gotta like, you know, trade off. We did Deceased Craft, we did Lingango, you know, and now we're doing this. I have to like be fair, you know. And besides, I'll let you guys vote. This one I chose. My choice this time. Okay, we need those. That should be good. I don't think we need anything else. Should be alright. Let's do it. Okay. I will give you guys one hint. One. If you followed me on Reddit, then you might know what it is. You might know. You know, if you watch the stuff that I post, you might know. If not, then well, you'll just have to wait and see. You'll just have to wait and see. You guys are gonna love it. I know it. And if you don't, well, I'm sorry. Maybe you'll like the next one. Okay, so we've got everything that we need. So now we have to get it all situated. We have to figure out where everything is going to go. So we're going to need a few blocks. Because I'm lazy and don't want to go all the way upstairs to get the bricks. Besides, I don't think it would look very good. Shoot. I don't have very much of the granite. I might have to go upstairs and get some. Oh, maybe it'll be enough. We'll just give it a shot. Because we could trade it out and stuff if we need to. Oh, you know what? That's alright. It's fine. I'll just make some down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I forgot to get the bars. The bars. That's alright. Botania really needed bars, right? Oh, did somebody grow? No. Nobody grew. Well, finished growing anyway. These guys definitely did grow, though. These guys are coming along. That means these guys are almost done, which is awesome. We're going to have mana soon. We're going to have mana soon. Okay. So. We forgot an engine. But that's okay. We'll get it. We'll get the engine set up. We will. It'll happen. So it doesn't need to be very far, right? These are coming in from the bottom, so I have to come in from the top, which is ugly. You know, if I traded these two, I could come from the side. Let's do that. Let's do it. Just let it deposit real quick. I'm gonna grab that one. And I'm gonna grab that one. And we're gonna put him right there. And we're gonna put him right there. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, that way we can have the pipe come in from right there. So if the pipe is right here, and we come to like right here, right? Or maybe we'll just go straight. I don't want to burn the ivy, so. Alright. So this looks good. Oh, I forgot to grab the depot. Oh, that's okay. We'll get to it. So this is the depot stand-in. And this is going to deposit directly onto the depot, which I've never actually done that before, but that's how we're working it this time. And then right here is going to be the storage drawer that is going to have the charcoal. And then this side is going to have that. And I don't actually have any charcoal at the moment, but that's okay. We will get some. And then the fan is going to be set up right here, because I don't want the lava right next to the ivy. And then we're going to go ahead and build this. So the lava goes right there on that square. Yeah, like that. So lava will go right there. So we go there, 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 and this is going to be bars. Like that. We're going to stick our lava in there. And do that. And like that. And we'll beautify it and all that once we get everything, you know, going and all that. Because right now it's just kind of, you know, ugly. But it won't be for long. There. And there. All right. Super. We had just enough. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that nice when things just work out? So we need a depot for right there. We need a piece of charcoal. And we need one of those ender engines. And we should be golden. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Don't worry, the grass will come back. It's all good. It's all good. So we're going to go all the way down. And then right here, we're going to dig downward. 1, 2. Because we're going to have it come out under the depot. Like that. And then we're just going to dig this direction. Oh, I went too far. A direction didn't too far. All right, there we go. And look, our cobbles are not stacking again. Not stacking, not stacking. All right, well, whatever. So we're going to have this come straight down. And oh, actually, no. We don't want it to come straight down. Strike that, reverse. We want it to do that. Oh, right. We're going to need our wrench. Our wrenchy poo. There. Alright. Wrenchy poo is in play. And now we need some cobblies. Some cobbly wobblies. Now this is going to be the line that brings our logs to the smelter, right? Oh, well, I guess it can't if we're underneath it, right? Okay, there. That's awesome. That, and then we'll cover it up. Cover yourself up. Nobody wants to see that. All right. So this is going to pull. And then we're going to insert our very first lovely into it. Ta-da! And we don't have to put a filter on it. But if we wanted to, you would put the item right there. Okay, you could put filters on it. So, but yeah. All right, so we got that done. That's awesome. So now we just got to go get the depot and the charcoal, and we are ready to. Of course, we're gonna have to upgrade this too, but that should be that. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, I am back, and we're gonna trade this out for a depot. And look, we already have a piece of wood. That's awesome. And we're going to put this right here. And now we're going to put our engine on. We got to configure it, of course. Not use these because I don't stack for some reason. Let's use these. And we're turning. I don't know why they're not stacking. So if I put that down and that down, are you going to stack? And did it stack? It did stack. We'll just get rid of those. Okay, so we got our charcoal. And we're blowing and not sucking. So we have to pick this up again. And we have to put a gearbox right here. And then we'll just stick this on there. And it should be all fixed, yeah? No. We are still going the wrong way. Alright, fine. Pardon me. Okay, we're working out. We're in business. Back in business and ain't it grand? Let the good times roll. Awesome. Alright, so it's just going to sit here and do its thing and make us lots and lots of charcoal, and it'll be awesome and great and all that good stuff. Please tell me you're not doing one charcoal at a time. It's not going in. Why are you not going in? Oh, because we're pointing the wrong direction. Guess that would be helpful, right? Okay. So it's doing one at a time, which is not good. So we're going to come over here and grab a stack of these and go here and say, do more, please. Is there a way that I can tell it to do more? It says it's only transferring one item. I thought these advanced pipe upgrades made it transfer more than that. Edit. I don't want to use the classic pipes, guys. Classic pipes are so much of a problem. So if we use the classic pipes on this, it's going to cause an issue because this right here Maybe. Maybe it's doing that because it's a depot. Maybe we need to go not to a depot. I mean, that could be right. Could be. Oh, I have mommy. Okay, we're going to do a test. I want to see if it is actually transferring. It says transferring one at a time, but I want to see if it's actually transferring one at a time or if it's, you know, fibbing. So we're going to see if it's fibbing. Okay, so it is transferring them one at a time, but it's doing it very quickly. Okay, hold up. Hold the phone. I can work with this. We can work with this. I just got to do a workaround for it. Okay, so I'm going to require to not go to the depot directly. Good Lord. That was crazy. Okay, we want to go up to a barrel. So oh, that's not going to work either. That's fine. It's fine. I know what we're gonna do, and it'll be okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, and get my pipes back. We'll just do this differently. Yeah. We'll just do this differently. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to have to do a conveyor. So let's go ahead and lay it out. Put this there and put this right there. And then we need this block. And then we need this. And we're going to need another. Yeah, this will be fine. Put this in there for right this very second. And this. Okay. So I have to get this turning. So let's and that. What direction are we turning? I can't tell. It's going too fast. Alright. So we need one belt, right? And we need one brass funnel. One belt, one brass funnel. And it should be fine. Where is it? There's our funnel. And there's our belt. Okay. Okie dokies. We should be all set now. Excuse me, guys. Oh, we went the wrong one. Back down. Okay. Okie dokies. So. Yeah, it's going the right way. Alright. So this guy needs a funnel. And logs. And we're going to tell him to put 64. Exactly 64. We don't want anything that's not exactly 64. Okay. And okay, well, let's just get this going first. So this comes up to this, and it'll start filling up, and then it'll start releasing it to get smelted. And there we go. That's working within proper parameters. Do not burn my ivy. What is wrong with you? Okay. So this will be fine. We'll just let it do its thing and start making this charcoal. So that's good. Okay. So now that we've got that, we need to worry about where our fan is going to go for the Endoflames. And we have to make some choices. Do we want to put it long ways this way, or do we want to put it that way long ways? So if we put it like this, then the man will be that way. So if we put it right here, then the Endoflames will be right here in a row. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, or actually it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we blow across. So yeah, I think we're gonna do it like that. So okay, this is our fan. So we need to get power to the fan, right? So going to have to daisy chain off of this somehow. We can go up from that one. We could also go underground and then not have all that ugly eyesore. We could. We could use that one. So I gotta line it up right about here. So this will be our turning spot. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. It was 1 over. It's that one. So it goes over to jump down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Can I please have my stacking cobble? Thank you. Right. So go straight to here like this. Okay, and then we go this way. Oh, I went too far, didn't I? Gotta hop on over there. Hoppity skippities. Oh. I think we actually got it right. Maybe. Did we? No. Wow, we went way too far, dude. Way too far. Okay. So, we gotta have a vertical right here. And then we're gonna bring it down. And then we're gonna bring it over. So we need another vertical. Like that. And then we're gonna block, block, and sneak so I can see where I'm going. No, don't do that. Don't do that. There. Like that. And then, oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. There. So we need to turn. So we get just a regular one. Like that. And turn. Going this way. All right. And then from here, we're going to need another vertical. Like that. And we're going to go up. Like that. And then we need another vertical. And cross your fingers on your toes that it actually is going the right way. Because we want it to blow, right? Yay! It's going the right way. Okay, so this entire wall right here is going to have to go bye-bye. All right, so we've got the first leg done. That's awesome, right? So now we got to go make a rotational speed controller. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's this one. I'll take these back and put them in there. Why are these not stacking? Oh, okay. All right. You're excused. You're excused. You redeemed yourself. All right. So we need a rotational speed controller. So let's go make one of those up. I don't know what kind of gymnastics is going to require for us to make it. So I have not looked ahead. So let's find out. Rotational speed controller. Oh, that's easy. So the brass casing and a precision mechanism. That's excellent. Yay. We like it when things work. Yes, we do. Alright. So this guy right here is really great. I'll show you. So we got to make sure we get a big old poggy woggy poo. Alright. And I believe the setting from reclamation and every other time we've done this is 75 if I remember correctly. So everybody remember the number 75, please. All right, so we have to fix this. So we got the power over here. So now we're gonna have to do a little bit of editing. So we're going to put the rotational speed controller. So I'm back it up, right? To right about there. Oh. Okay. Well then how about like this? Thank you. We like it when things cooperate. All right. So you put the gear on top of it. You see what I did? Let me take it off so you can see. So you put the gear on top of it. Just right click it on there. Okay. All right. So this is a rotational speed controller. So you have input, input, output, output. Right? And then this little dial right here tells it how fast you want it to turn. So this is your RPM, rotation per minute. So that means in a minute's time, it will rotate this many times according to what you set it to. So that's 256. And you can change the direction, right? Counterclockwise, clockwise. Clockwise, counterclockwise. So you can actually control what direction it goes to. So that's really cool. We want it set to 75. All right. Now, we got to get the power to it. So we're going to have to back this up one. Back it up, buddy. And then I'm going to go up. And I want to get on there when it does it. Like that. And then we're going to put another one right here. And now we've got power to our rotational speed controller. And it's set at 75. So now we just got to fill this all in. Oh, not that much. Not that too much. Oh, look, we're back to not stacking. Funny. I did tell you guys, I think the reason why it's doing that is because I've updated the Modpack so many times. That's probably why. Okay, so we're going to tell him to go down. And then we're going to tell this guy to go that way. And then we're going to connect him up and see if we're still going the right way. Nope. We want him to blow, not suck. So just going to put another gearbox right there. Or, hold up a minute. Or you can come over here and tell it the other direction. See that? And now we're blowing. Yay! Okay, so now that you've got that done, you're going to take anything like this offending cobblestone that refuses to stack, throw it on there, and you're going to see how far... Oh, you got to turn your magnet off. And you're going to see how far it goes. Okay. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. So this is the end of the line. So you're going to put a chute right here. Just like that. You see that? All right. So this is the beginning of our automation. Don't worry about the wall. I'll fix the wall. The wall, this wall right here is going to have to go bye-bye. Which means my beautiful, luxurious doorway is going to have to go bye-bye too, probably. And I'll have to rework it. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We have all this room for a reason. Right. Okay. Incidentally, right now, it just really doesn't matter about the wall. Because we can't do anything with this yet anyway. But we can get it all set up. All right, so let me explain this. So we're going to have the charcoal come in and it's going to get dropped in front of this fan. There's going to be Endoflames on the ground right here. And the charcoal will very slowly work its way across the Endoflames. If the Endoflames are hungry, then they will eat the charcoal and produce mana. If they're not hungry, then it'll end up right here. Okay. Underneath this will be another storage drawer that picks up charcoal. That way we don't have any backlog. Okay. And then a pipe system from that storage drawer that's going to run all the way back and loop back into the main charcoal bin right there. But I actually might just have it loop right here locally. We'll need 2 drawers, which we have them right here. Okay. Sounds all fancy and cool, right? So now we gotta figure out how the heck to do it. First things first, we need to make the dropper setup. We're just gonna use cobblestone initially, and then we'll go through and decorate. I really would like to be able to control the drop on it. So there's our storage drawer, and I need to steal a charcoal from it and lock it. I actually should have locked all of these just in case, right? So this guy's already full, so that's not good. So we're gonna need to rectify that situation. So let's come over here. Wrong thing. There we go. So we need storage smith, scroll all the way down, and we're going to want some really nice 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I went 5. Oh well, it's fine. That's fine. I oopsie doodled. So this guy's already full, so we need to put these guys in there. So it starts doing again. And then we need to come over here. And I don't know if I want to put storage upgrades in this. I mean, I guess I could. I mean, it doesn't really need to have storage upgrades, to be honest. I think we'll just hold on to them in case we need them for something else. I don't think it needs to have storage upgrades. So we'll just leave it. Alright. So this storage drawer right here. I'm going to have to move him over to there. Okay. So we're going to put him right here instead. And then, I don't know if this drops stuff out. Do you drop stuff out onto the ground? You do, but you don't accept a redstone signal. Give me that back. I don't think these accept redstone signal. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about redstone. Okay, so no redstone. Alright, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So come over here and get some of these. And we're going to need an open crate. There's an open crate. So that's what we need to make. So it's going to require some of these, like that. And there's our open crate. Now the open crate does have redstone signal, so that's awesome. I don't want it to start doing anything. So let me make a lever real quick so I can turn the damn thing off. Or is it turned on? Right. You don't accept storage drawers. Forgot about that. Okay. You don't accept storage drawers. I don't have hoppers on me, do I? Do I have any hoppers in here? No. Oh, sorry. I'll just make one. All good. And I'm gonna need a chest. And okay. This guy's gonna move one more up. So this, grab him out. That, one more, like that. Give me those back. All right. I really did think this thing worked with the chest, but I guess not. Or actually, maybe it works with chests, but it doesn't work with storage drawers. I don't know. That's fine. We can do it like this. And then we'll do this. Because this is considered a storage, right? See, it worked. Alright, that's fine. We can do it that way. It's all good. We're going to put a redstone signal on it so that it doesn't do that. It's also going to affect the hopper. See? These are both locked because of the redstone signal. Okay. So, we're going to need that. And yeah, we'll work on that. Okay, so let's go check and see if anything's done because I don't want to miss a step on this. Okay, we got some more. I'm trying to keep track of how many Endoflames we have. So we can do 4 Endoflames now. Five Endoflames. It matters, okay? It matters. And 2, and then 1. 2, and then 1. These are all Endoflames, okay? Actually, these are 2 Endoflames because you... Actually, I don't remember if you get 2 mana per... I think the mana was the one you only get 1 for. Okay, so anyway, we got this going. So we're going to have our circle back tube, which is this one, and it's going to go down, and I'm going to have to edit the linkage. Thank you. I'm going to have to edit the linkage so that it's not doing that. And I need this. And I don't want that. And we're going to put this back on there and turn it on so I can put this back in there. Okay. So this is doing good. So we have to get a pipe from there to here to start filling this guy up. So I kind of want to go underground for it, but I mean, we could do this right here and then go down. Could do that. Got to go to right here. It doesn't have to be that deep. It's just the pipe. So it doesn't have to be like super deep in the ground or anything. So we can do this. And then we can put this guy right here. One more. And then we're going to come straight up and we're going to deposit into there. And we're going to do that. Oh. Okay. So this guy needs to not connect to that depot. And then opens up, and then it's going to start transferring to there, which means we're going to need another one of these. Just like that. And yeah, it will do its thing. Oops. Once you get on the pipe, you can't get out. Okay, there. There. That's awesome. But we're going to have a limit on how much this can store. I don't want it to store a whole bunch. So we're just going to leave it. It'll stop at 2K. Alright. So now that we've got that done. Now we need to work on this right here. So we need to go underneath this. And this is going to have another storage drawer. And I need to get another charcoal bit. Just one. And then we're going to put it right here. And we're going to say, yeah, just in case something ever gets into the system and we don't want it gumming up the works. You know. No gumming for it. And we're going to come all the way over here. Now this doesn't have to be really deep, so we can just do this. Okay. Pick everything up. And do this. And have him go down one. Like that. Alright, this is the part where I gotta get down here because I gotta tell it to extract. There. Alright, super. We are ready to boogie. Oh. And we can just put these down and it'll be fine. Oops. There. Perfect. All right. So that's all hooked up. So now we can test the system. So we put it right there, and it's going to blow, and it's going to go in. And then it's going to come back around. Hopefully, that will be sufficient. We'll see. We still might have some clog problems, but we'll see. We'll work on them if we get them, alright? One thing at a time. I could probably increase the size of this if needed, and or I can increase the size of the overflow. I think it's going to work out okay. Okay, so now we're going to plan this. So we can put Endoflames all along this, and we could put floating ones. So let's count and see how many we're actually going to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could probably get away with having 9. I think 10 would be pushing it. So 9 rows of 4. So that's like, what, 36? So we can have 36 on the bottom row. 36 Endoflames. It seems like a lot. Alright. The process that they're making us go through to get the Endoflames is a little on the grueling side. So I know there is an alternate way that you can get the mana, and I thought we should talk about it. So apparently you can go to cold biomes and do a search for these rare trees called ancient oaks. If you silk touch chop the face part and bring it back and put a tree tap on it, it produces these little lotus flowers that you can put into the mana pools that directly give you mana. Apparently, if you have enough time on your hands, you can go and get like a bazillion of them and set up tree taps for them and get mana gen that way. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this. So once we have mana, then this will go a lot faster. So the initial mana production needs to be done. I don't think we have any mana yet, but we're fixing to. Do we have mana? We do. And it looks like we're not transferring for some reason. I don't know why we're not transferring, but that's fine. So we're just going to leave it like that. Alright, so we're going to make use of this. I'm going to tell this guy to point over here. And we're going to try to make an Endoflame. Alright, so you're going to take 5 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. This is per, okay? Get rid of this. Put this up here. My inventory is like filled with junk. I'll put that there. We might have enough to do 2, but I doubt it. We'll see. You'll see. Okay. So, you're going to put 5 of these on there, like that. And then you're going to put 1 of these. And then you're going to click that on there so it's in the center. And then you're going to wait with your Wand of the Forest. And it's going to craft up. It's going to take a while. I think it only gives 1 mana rune, but I could be wrong. But I think the mana rune is the one that was only 1. The other elements give you 2 when you make them. But I think the mana rune in particular only gives you 1 at a time. So that means you got to do this 36 times. And that's just for the first row. It'll get better though once we have the mana coming in with the Endoflames. We'll be able to move this setup over there where the Endoflames are going to be. And then this will be dedicated only to growing the mana fruit. So this is just temporary. So it looks like we are going to have enough to do 1 Endoflame. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, it only makes one. Only makes one. I don't know if we have enough to do another one. Let me look. And we might. So just right click on it. Put your stone there and just let that cook. Okay, so the Endoflame recipe, while that's cooking, we're going to need an overgrowth seed. Alright, so you grab your shears out and you're going to need to get these grass. Don't really need the flowers, just the grass. Because you're going to need to make these overgrowth seeds, right? And we're going to put these bone meals in here. Alright. So this is done. I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, I turned the magnet off. Okay, so we've got 2 runes of mana, which is 2 Endoflames. We're going to come over here and we're going to put these in. Okay, that's all we have. That's all the mana we have. But it's filling up right now because it's processing. So we'll just let it do its thing. And we need 2 of these. Okay. So Endoflame. We need. So we're gonna get 4 brown, 2 red, 4 brown and 2 red. 4 brown, 2 red, and what else? 1 light, or 2 light gray. 2 light gray. 2 light gray. Alright. And of course you're going to need some wheat seeds, so make sure you have those. Do I have any in my inventory? No. Alright. So we need 1 of these, 1 of these, 2 of those, 1 overgrowth, or 1 pasture seed, and 1 of these. What are we missing? Oh, that's an overgrowth seed. We did a pasture seed. Oh, okay, we don't need pasture seeds. We need overgrowth seeds. Those are sold by the witch. Yeah, overgrowth seed. Ugh. Ouch. Okay, that, and that. And that. So, ta-da! We have our first Endoflame. Yeah, we're so happy. We're gonna be broke by the time we're done with this. We are. We have 2 Endoflames. Okay. Alright. Now we have to make another mana pool. Mana pool. Oh, like that. Let's go ahead and make a whole bunch of them. Now that I'm thinking about it. I gotta take down this wall. The wall is in my way. It's alright. We'll rebuild it. We'll just move it over some. I tried to be all artsy fartsy with it, but yeah. Okay. Now we don't want it to be too far away, right? So, something like this. Like that. And like this. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4 more. 4 more. One, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if that's enough. We can always add some. It's fine. If we need to, we can add some. So I'm just gonna put these up there for right now because I'm not gonna be decorating. All right. So mana spreaders. I need my mana spreaders. Take our mana. Oh, we're gonna need 2 lenses. So these are going to be on the first row, right? So this is the first row. 1, 2. And we're going to need the mana spreader right above. No, not above that one. So that's where the floating one's going to be. So it needs to be right here and right here. So we'll have 2 mana spreaders. This one's not going to be used. So this first one is only going to be hooked up to this. So these bottom ones are hooked up to this small one. Or, sorry, the bottom one is hooked up to the, no, I want bind mode. Bind mode. Bind mode. Bind mode. Bind mode. Okay. So these small ones. Why do I keep calling them small ones? These Endoflames need to be hooked up to this bottom mana spreader. 2 more Endoflames that go behind here, right here. And they will also be hooked up to that mana spreader. The floating Endoflames that are going to go above these ones are going to be hooked up to the one up there. Only put 4 Endoflames on 1 mana spreader at a time because the mana spreader only works so fast. Okie dokies. And like I said, we can make this bigger if we need to. It should be sufficient for right now. And the pressure plate, we have to build the redstone to stop the dropper. But for now, we're just going to manually turn it on. And we're going too fast. So we're going to turn this down to 70. There it goes. So we want it to go slow enough that it picks up all of these. But now we got another problem. Is it actually going to go in? No. So I'm going to have to rework all of that. It's fine. It's fine. Give me those back. Oh, well, I'm going to have to go put it back over into the mother. All right, so we have to move this over 1. It's really not that big of a deal. Just gotta scooch it over a tiny bit. And I need my wrench. There. Just like that. And we're back in business again. It's just, I had to make it go slower. I couldn't remember the exact number. I thought it was 75, but I guess not. So you do this, and it's going to ignite the Endoflames, just like that. And the Endoflames are going to be cycled through. Okay. This guy, I want him to be slower. I'm going to take this off. I want him to input, but I want it to be a lot slower than what it's going right now. Because otherwise we're going to fill up really dang fast. So this should be okay, I think. So we're already producing mana. See this? I mean, it's not a lot, but it will be. And I don't have to wait for 9 days, 10 days for it to happen. Well, actually, it's not that many. It's 10 days minus 3, so I think it's 3. Is the hyper stuff 3? Yeah, 3 days. Okay. Stop. We might be able to work on this a little bit. Have it doing something different than what it is right now. So we could replace the hopper. So the hopper actually drops things pretty darn fast. So we could replace the hopper and instead put a pipe. Like that. And then we could tell it to pull. Yeah, that's slower. It's still not picking up the... $68, come on. How about 65? Nope. What on earth? Why did it just... It broke it adding the pipe. I have no idea why, but it did. And now it's working. The heck? Okay. Well, alright. So this isn't actually stopping the open box. It was actually activating the hopper and stopping it. Okay. Yeah. So that doesn't even work. It's odd. I'm pretty sure the open crate. Sometimes complex devices like droppers or dispensers can't offer the precision or speed. A simple solution, make a crate. Then punch a hole in its bottom. Open crate accepts each item from a hopper or other item outputter and drops the item directly below it. An interesting side effect the open crate construction is that when given a redstone signal, any items it drops won't be picked up by flowers, like a hopper hawk, radiocarpus, or polydiciac, for around 10 seconds longer than they otherwise would. Oh, functionality changed. Okay. Alright. I thought you could turn the open crate on and off. But I guess they changed it. Okay. Well, I'm sure we can work around it. So obviously this thing is probably going to eventually get gummed up if we don't have enough Endoflames. So that is definitely the thing that we're going to need to work on, is getting Endoflames going. We're going to need a lot of them. Yeah, the open crate thing, I mean, you used to even be able to put a timer on it if you wanted to and have it release every now and then, but apparently that doesn't work anymore. So you could actually get around that, because a hopper still has the capability, so you could put a hopper above it and then just shoot. So maybe we'll do that. So what we're going to need is a hourglass. Oh, sorry, not hourglass. So this is what we need. Hovering hourglass. So it needs 2 mana glass. So let's get 2 mana glass real quick. Okay. And we're going to need 1 of these and some gold and redstone. So 2 redstone and 4 gold. Okay. And we're going to craft this up. And we're going to change around how we have this. I don't have any sand, so I got to get some. I'll be back in a second. Okay, we're going to change how this works. Up some. So we're going to remove this. And we're going to put the hopper back on there. And we're going to put this timer on it. Just like that. And we're going to put 10 and a redstone signal, which I need to be inverted. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. See, this thing just barrels it out. That's crazy. That is crazy. Stop. So if we have that switch on there, right, will it drop one when this runs out? No. So we have to somehow figure out how to have an inverted signal, which means we need redstone. Humma. So I think we can go over that, but I don't want it to affect the gears and stuff. I think it will affect the gears. So we're gonna have to go over one like that and remove this so I have access. No, don't go in there. All right. My non-stacking pipes. It's like the minute you put them down in the world, they no longer stack. I don't know. It's really weird. So move that over that. Okay. We should be able to have a block here now. Like that. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to get we got it! We got it! We did it! Oh, it didn't pick it up though. Oh, that's not good. It gets better the more Endoflames you have, so I think it'll be alright. We'll just leave it like that. We got it though. Happy. Figured it out. Alright, well. I think it's gonna work. Also, if you need to speed it up, you can come over here and if you shift click on this, you can remove the sand. Okay? So it'll go faster the less sand is in it. But anyway, yeah, that was a lot. So in between episodes, well, we're just gonna have to do this a whole bunch and see if we can get these Endoflames all duplicated up, and we just have a lot of Endoflames that we have to make. So yep. And then once we have the Endoflame, the 36 Endoflames on the bottom, then we have to do 36 more on the top floating. So, but at that point we'll have plenty of mana regen. So at that point we'll have plenty of mana regen. So it's going to be great. Well, I think this was a good episode. We got all this stuff set up, and that is awesome. And we're going to be able to move our runic altar. So this is doing pretty good on mana. I'm going to go ahead and get him cycling back over to that mana pool. Which for some reason he's... Oh, it's because of the light. Okay, hold up. The light was in the way. There. So how I work this is I have just a gold sprinkler on the bottom, and then I put the mana sprinkler on top, and then the mana spreader that's putting the mana into the sprinkler. So that's how that works, and technically it should work. So all right, well, this is how much mana it gave us from the ancient fruit, but remember we weren't putting anything into that for a while, so we're just gonna leave this, and then this guy is gonna come over here, and he's gonna be the one that's making our Endoflames. So we're just gonna bring him over here and put him down. He does actually have to have a mana spreader, so we'll probably attach a mana spreader to above this or something, so that we can get the mana over there, because we need to make a lot more Endoflames. But this looks like it's working, so I'm pretty happy about that. We can beautify it later on. I'm not going to worry about it right this very second. We just need to get all of this up and going first. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be just about it for this episode. Whew, we did a lot. I had a lot of fun, and I am so happy you guys came along today. It was really great having you, and I think things are going to turn out okay. It was just a matter of having to wait, you know. But anyway, I will catch you guys in the next episode. At that point, we will all have our Endoflames done, and we be ready to boogie. We should have lots of mana at that point. Alright, I will catch you next time. You guys take care, alright? Toodles!